The Road Accident Fund CEO Collins Letsoalo says the fund is under attack and propaganda is being used to drive a negative narrative about the fund. He has named a lawyer, an academic and journalist among others that he says are driving the campaign as they have failed to capture the fund. He says there has been an attempt to capture the management, the board and key positions within the fund. He alleges that when these attempts failed, the individuals have been spreading propaganda and spreading falsehoods about the fund and its management.
It's a failed capture. People have been trying to capture the RAF. They've been trying to capture the management, capture the board, capture some of the most key positions, including the board secretariat position that they tried lately to capture. When they fail, then they come up with all this propaganda, and they're spewing propaganda all over, telling you all these things and really spreading falsehoods. And we are tired of that. So the gloves are off. We are going to name them for what they are. We have all the evidence of them trying to capture some of us, inviting us to funny places and saying, come here. When we don't come, then we are the most difficult people we have got to deal with. And they think that because they've won and collapsed RAPS as a bill, they're going to also collapse the RAF, or they're going to collapse the Road Accident Fund Amendment Bill. That is not going to happen. We are going to fight, and we're going to put up a fight against that.
Gert Nel, accused by Letsoalo as one of the orchestrators of the alleged attack against the fund, has refuted the claim and says any engagement that he has had with Letsoalo was aimed at introducing solutions to challenges the Road Accident Fund faces in terms of administration and managing claims, settling claims and reducing litigation.
It's quite disconcerting that, the help that was offered are now being used to this extent, in a smear campaign. And I think in general, that was always the narrative of the Road Accident Fund, is to try and paint plaintiff attorneys as the boogeyman in this story. And I think what we, and obviously there were a few publications of late in which I was quoted in terms of certain things that we experienced from a plaintiff's perspective, which I felt that because of the lack of oversight since COVID, that the Road Accident Fund, the executive and the board had been allowed to introduce challenges to plaintiffs that we thought, needs to be brought to the minister's attention and to anybody that can possibly consider what they are doing. I maintain that Mr. Letsoalo, with all due respect, are selling half-truths to the public in terms of what his purported view is of a turnaround strategy.
Nel further refutes claims that his law firm represents foreign nationals claiming from the RAF and then keeps the money to themselves. He says if they are not able to pay out any of their clients, it's because the RAF is holding back the money. SABC News, Johannesburg.